Hey guys, hey, welcome back to another video. This is Dash Rose here. I am back to do another video. Yes, another video. I'm gonna be talking about the Paramount and the Disney situation and all that. Because, yeah, there's something definitely going on with that. Now I want to say before I do start this video, I want to state that I've not been uploading a lot, like, this past week. That is because I forgot my phone. I forgot my phone at my mom's house. That's actually where I'm at right now. I forgot it. And, so I got behind on some videos. I'm still trying to set up the other phone. I think I got the other phone set up. The problem is I can't figure out the whole screenshot stuff. Like, I don't know why. It does not want to screenshot stuff. Like, it's way more complicated than this phone. This phone's not that bad screenshotting stuff. But I've tried saving photos and I tried screenshotting them, and it's not working very well. So right now, unfortunately, I might be using this phone for a little bit, which really sucks, because I want to start using the other phones. I don't have to carry this one around a lot. Well, I guess I don't technically have to carry this phone around with me much anymore, because I have, the other phone. But still, it's still annoying to have to deal with all this. But I'm technically not going to be probably going much of anywhere the next couple weeks because my dad's getting surgery. So, yeah, he's got to get surgery on his shoulder, which is going to suck, for him, because when you get surgery like that, you can't really move around much. So, yeah, there's just that and all that. So, a lot of stuff's been going on, and my medication's not helping. I've been not feeling the best and all that, so I'm going to be talking to my doctor about my medication because I need to fix some of this. It's really driving me nuts. For someone who has bipolar and all that, I struggle with getting the right medication. So, yeah, plus my doctor is retiring at the end of this month, so I got to deal with a new one. I'm hoping it won't be a bad doctor. Normally, if it wasn't working out, I would just not go see that doctor. But the problem is I have to have my grandma still take me there and all that. She's got to take me to the doctor. And the problem is she's kind of stubborn. Honestly, she's been getting on my nerves. But again, I have to kind of deal with it right now. I can't, afford, getting my own place. So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of fill in what's going on. I even made my own video talking about some of that stuff. I think I uploaded it. Hopefully I did, so you guys, because I'm trying not to leave you guys in the shadows there, but anywho, though, in this news-related video, we're going to be taking our trip to the top of a mountain known as Paramount. So, yeah, Paramount. And, yeah, Paramount basically is, it's a studio that has been around for a while, just like Disney and, Warner Brothers and all of that. But like all of them, it's struggling to stay in business. It's struggling. Because Hollywood in general, they made stupid decisions and all. They've changed, stuff, censored stuff for dumb reasons, and by, either race-swapping characters or, not allowing specific people to voice specific skin colors and all that, and, but mostly Disney did that, but Paramount's done the race-swapping with, April and all that, and, personally, I don't mind if they have, different kinds of people and, these movies and stuff, but I don't like how they change them because you can't recognize them, So, yeah, it's pretty annoying. It is pretty annoying, and all that. It's very annoying, and I don't like that these companies do that. And apparently no one else really does either, because they've been losing lots of money and all that. And Paramount's been losing a lot of money. Paramount, honestly, I wasn't really sure what was gonna happen with Paramount because there was talk that Sony was gonna buy them up. I was thinking maybe maybe Netflix would buy them up or something. No, apparently Skydance actually bought them up. Well, they more merged. They didn't really buy up Paramount. They more merged with them. So, I mean, in a way, they actually own a majority of Paramount stock now, apparently. But they don't actually fully own Paramount. But Skydance, is, a studio that's not very old. I don't know exactly how old it is, but what I do know is that John Lasseter, the CEO at Pixar, runs that, and I've heard some people have had problems with him and all that, and some people refuse to watch his movies, I've been hearing, and all that. And I'm not sure exactly what the situation was about, but I'm guessing maybe he's making people uncomfortable or something, like women and all that. The thing is, though, is, he dragged, like, most of the Disney staff, or, like, a good chunk of them, like, to Skydance, which is now part of Paramount. Along with, like, some of them went to DreamWorks and all that, and basically Disney's losing all their staff members and all that. And they're losing all their staff members and all that, and they're going to work somewhere else, because Disney's a piece of shit now and treats their staff horribly. I've been hearing problems with Warner Brothers too, but Warner Brothers and Disney both have actually been having problems. I think you got the whole Cartoon Network situation and all that, where, like, people are getting screwed over and all that because of it. So yeah, it's been a problem for people. But the fact is that now that basically now that Paramount has has Skydance on them, they're basically becoming the new classic Disney. It feels like. I could be wrong. Maybe they won't. But consider a lot of the staff members that worked at Disney and all in the past made a lot of these movies. Because a lot of them, like Zootopia and Moana and all that, I think they made other movies, like, in Disney's Renaissance era and all that. All of them are going to their competitors, like DreamWorks, Netflix, and Paramount now, because Paramount has Skydance. So yeah, basically they're just they're basically going and they're basically going to their competitor, and that's Paramount's one of the competitors of Disney. So it feels like maybe Paramount's gonna become Disney and make good stuff and all that. I don't know. I've seen some recent stuff at Paramount. It's not all bad, but it's not great. And some of the movies I have not seen, like, I think it was called If, with Imaginary Friends. That movie, I hear, was I hear people are saying it's alright. Like, it's not bad, but it's not great. So when you don't have a lot of, movies that are performing and all that, it can be a problem. Now, they actually, unlike movies in the past, they did advertise If a bit. They have a lot of commercials of it, So clearly they were advertising it. I haven't seen If, but I'm just telling you guys what I've seen. But I've seen, like, other stuff, and honestly, yeah, it's a lot better than Disney stuff. Now, Disney's also had some good things here and there, but a lot of the crap I've seen on them recently, it's not been, like, great. Most of it actually has been bad, but some of it, like I've seen the Monsters at Work show and all that. That one was alright. I really didn't care for it that much. I think it was alright. But I have seen other, like, some Nickelodeon shows and all that, I've seen, some of them. Like, I've actually seen a little bit of, the new Fairly Odd Parents show. I can't say much about it because I only saw one episode, but it really didn't look that bad. It looked kind of actually nice. So it didn't look that bad. I mean, it didn't look great, but it didn't look bad, But that's the thing, though, is that, because these movies are not performing and all that, Paramount, needs something to, keep them going. And Paramount doesn't have a theme park like Disney and Warner Brothers does. They don't have a theme park. I don't know. Does Warner Brothers have a theme park still? I don't know. Because I think they own Six Flags, I think. I could be wrong. Because I hear there's the Batman ride and all that there. I don't know. But I do know that the other studios have theme parks. Sony has that are they have their PlayStation side with their games, and then besides their movies, so they make movies and games. Comcast has Universal, the parks, and the Comcast is its own cable company. And then you got Warner Brothers. Well, Warner Brothers, I don't think has a lot for it, but it has I said the parks maybe. But Disney has their parks too, keeping them going. Honestly, if Disney didn't have their parks and Warner Brothers probably did, they'd probably be gone at this point. I'm not even joking. Basically, the parks are basically saving their asses, and that's not even helping much anymore because they keep jacking the prices up. Disney is just basically I'm not really going to talk about much about Warner Brothers because this is a Disney, Paramount video, but basically Disney is at the point right now where it's basically dead. It is literally dead. It's dead. They were trying to, people have had hope that they were going to fix it, because people are buying stock and all that, because maybe they bring someone in there that would actually, take Iger out and actually, buy something. I forgot his name. His name's, it was Nelson Peltz, was his name. Nelson Peltz was his name. He was going to get in there and all that, but they lost the board seats, they supposedly lost, but you know how Disney is, they lie all the time, and this and that. They were the same people who basically told people that they beat Netflix with subscribers and all that. When a lot of people were having problems with the subscriber count, on their streaming platform, and people were unsubscribing to them. I've heard a lot of people were. I saw a lot of videos pop up on that. So yeah, they've been known for lying before. Heck, they're freaking lying all the time right now. They literally are. Iger flat out went out and said he was gonna do all this shit to fix the company. He was talking about selling off some stuff to get some money back, and then this and that. And I don't know exactly what he said there, but I do know he said that. And basically, he's not doing shit. And that's because he was probably doing it to get freaking Nelson Peltz off his ass, but clearly that wasn't working and all that. And now that he's gone, freaking Iger ain't doing shit. The prices are still going up. They have Hulu now, but now they still owe money for Hulu, and all with Comcast they owe a crap ton of money on that. So they gotta pay that off and all that. They basically are in debt because Iger fucked everything up, especially when he bought out Fox, and he put Chapek in there when he announced he was retiring. Again, that was out of nowhere. It felt like he was just saying that because apparently he retired and all that. Some people are saying he retired. Well, I've heard some people saying he actually left the company in 2021. Maybe he did. I don't know, but I think he was retiring. I think he was retiring. In 2020. So, but he did all this shit right before the COVID-19 happened. The COVID-19 coronavirus, whatever you want to call it, right before it actually happened. And again, like I've said in the past when I brought this up, I don't know if he actually knew there was COVID or not, but and it was coming. But the fact is that it was already announcing it was spreading. It was spreading it all around February. Because, I mean, a month later, after he announced that he was, stepping down, they shut the world down. I'm not even kidding, they shut it down in March, and I think he announced that in February. I could have been wrong, maybe March, but he announced it out of nowhere. He brought Chapek in. Chapek was the blame guy. People blamed, and all that stuff on him. People are still thinking Iger is saving everything. Like, I've read comments, and I'm like, you're not doing your research, or actually I wouldn't even say research, because you don't even need to research this shit. It's facts. Like, a lot of this is facts. Like, you go to a store or something, you see all the pricing and all that. It's still fucking expensive for Disney, and then and all that. Like, I can't believe people are actually still blind by this. People are still blind by all this. I mean, most of the people, are not. But the fact is that we still have, like, basically, Disney's in a worse situation right now than it was when, Chapek was going on. Like, and all that. So, I mean, I guess take that back. Chapek was kind of running the company down really fast, too. But it was more so he wasn't doing anything to fix it. Like Iger's mistakes. Iger's kind of doing that, too. But Iger's the one who caused all this shit in the first place. So it's his responsibility to fix the company. He's not going to do it. He doesn't give a shit. Like, he's talking about, wanting to replace people with robotics, stuff, and AI and all that. That's not gonna fucking do shit. That's gonna make things worse. Because, now you won't have, human beings running the company. You'll have, like, AI and robots. They already have, like, robots at the park, but it's just freaking stupid. And yeah, I know Chapek technically talked about virtual Disney and all that, like Disney World and all that, but still, it's basically just becoming Wall-E at this point, like, with the whole technology. How all the humans were fat and just laying around, letting robots do the work, but they weren't actually getting the experience they were. It's like you put on a virtual reality thing. You can put it on and see it there, but you're not going to actually live the experience. It's like if I were to put a virtual goggles on and, like, say I'm in Hawaii. It's not going to be the same thing as going to Hawaii, So yeah, I actually would like to go to Hawaii at some point. Hawaii is actually a place I'd like to go to, but I think it costs a lot of money. But, I would like to go to Hawaii. I would. Like, I literally would go, if I could, I would go to Hawaii. That would be one place I'd go. I'd also like to go to other places too, but I'm not going to probably do anything right now because, there's a lot of stuff going on around the world too. Not just companies, but around the world. But I'm not even going to bother talking about much about that. But yeah, it's just like people are just not, or just going to say people are not getting along, and all that, and it's just not fun, But yeah, I don't know. But I'm gonna. But yeah, I think Disney definitely at this point is gone. Like, I was hoping I had faith maybe Disney would get better. Like, when Chapek came in charge and took Iger's place, and Iger would be gone. But Chapek honestly didn't do anything to fix anything. And when Iger came back, yeah, I was just done at that point. Like, I was hoping maybe they would fire him and have someone new come in there. But no, they just fired Chapek and keep everything the way it was. And, it's just not working. Heck, Nelson Peltz actually sold all his stock. Yeah, he sold like $1 billion of stock. Some people are like, why did you do that? Why don't you just keep your stock so you can fight the company or something? The thing is, though, I think he realizes the company at this point is basically dead. I don't think there's a way to save it. I mean, you could save it, but you literally would have to, but it'd be very complicated. You have to get rid of all the people in there. The problem is, like, even if you become the CEO of the company, you still have other people you have other people in there and all that that are, that are, that can stab you in the back or something. That's what happened with Chapek. They freaking stabbed him in the back and fired him. And then they hired Iger back, which is doing the same shit Chapek did, So, yeah. And speaking of Nelson Peltz, I know they also had all those videos and all that. I've seen them. I've even seen them pop up on YouTube. Basically, they're making a video talking about, like, why they don't want Nelson Peltz, and he'll ruin the company, or this or that, and, trying to talk people into voting for the to fight the board seats and all that. Honestly, they didn't even win, and the Disney company win, and they're basically doing the shit that they were claiming that the board seat people were gonna do. Nelson Peltz and his buddies were gonna do. They basically are doing the shit they were telling us, the audience, that people didn't do. I wasn't gonna vote. I would have vote for freaking Nelson Peltz. I would have, but yeah, that's the thing. That they have the ability to rig stuff, and I still think that all that shit was rigged. But that's kind of why people are just leaving the company and going somewhere else. Because Disney's gotten so corrupted and bad, and they're not able to make movies the way that they want to, because Disney's up their ass about making stuff specific ways. Paramount. Paramount has Nickelodeon, and they kind of screwed people over there, but at least with Nickelodeon and all that, I've noticed that they are giving shows a bit more of a chance now. Like, I've noticed, like, in the past, I didn't even see any advertisement stuff for anything. I'm not even kidding. But I have seen people, like, it's out there more about, like, the rock, paper, scissors stuff, and then you had, again, that If movie, or the It movie, or whatever it was. I don't know if it's called It or If, I don't remember. But you got that people that are advertising stuff. I think Paramount realizes that the only way to make money is they need to, focus on different stuff. Now, of course, they're still going down the path where they're focusing too heavily on rebooting crap and all that. 'Cause this is not just Nickelodeon, this is Paramount in general. They're rebooting stuff. They reboot Star Trek and all that. I don't mind them rebooting some stuff. That's how we got all, like Hanna-Barbera, rebooted Scooby-Doo and all that, and we got a bunch of reincarnations of it. And a lot of those shows are actually really good. My problem is they've been rebooting too much stuff, and some of this stuff really isn't that old. The Fairly Odd Parents, they rebooted it, like, in 2021, I think it was. They rebooted it, and they made it into a live-action sitcom, and it basically, it became a live-action sitcom, and then the original show, it got canceled in 2017, so that's not a very long time. I think they would at least wait, like, I'd say probably 12 to 16 years for me would be the longest wait before you should reboot something, but that's just me. And it didn't do very good, and now they got this new Fairly Odd Parents show. I don't know if it's gonna do any good. Like I said, I've seen an episode of it. It doesn't look too bad. It actually doesn't look too bad. The animation doesn't look awful, but again, I don't know. I have to watch more of the show to actually see, but yeah, that's the thing. Though, if they can focus more on original stuff, that'll be good. I think that's what they have John Lasseter come in here and all that. Like, I don't know if he'll be there too or not, but it's likely he'll be there because he's he'll be there because he's he's part of Skydance. After all, he's the president or the CEO of Skydance. So I've heard Nickelodeon in the past, Paramount in the past refused to work with John Lasseter because of his issues, but like, it seems like everyone's wanting to work with him now. So maybe he cleaned up his act or something. I don't know. Again, I don't know what exactly he did. I mean, I know he made people. They say they made people uncomfortable, but I don't know exactly what he did. They're not really explaining it, you know. Because I know they have Dan Strider too. Dan Strider, he's gone from. I mean, he's gone. Like, he's not from he ain't on Nickelodeon anymore. Which may be why you know, that's Paramount. Of course, you know, it's Paramount's one of their channels. I think that's exactly why, like, maybe a lot of their shows went downhill, because, you know, Dan Strider, even though, you know, we don't have to like the guy, and, you know, he could be an awful person, but we do have to admit he did make some good shows in the past. I mean, some of the sitcoms were, like, hit or miss, but, like, even Henry Danger, like, well, I actually seen, like, the recent seasons, they definitely don't seem as good as they used to, but that was, like, the last thing he worked on, too, so it makes sense, like, why, I don't know. I mean, again, I haven't seen Henry Danger in a while. I need to watch that show. I need to watch Henry Danger, and kind of give you guys my, you know, official thoughts on it, but as for right now, yeah, it's just, it like, Henry Danger definitely is, I definitely have seen, you know, recent seasons, and it definitely ain't as good as it used to. I've seen them, and, like, the characters are all, like, the jokes are awful, and I don't remember them being bad, and I remember they were kind of, that the characters were kind of, you know, dumb a little bit, but they weren't, like, you know, like, they written them kind of stupidly, but they weren't, like, you know, obnoxious like they are now. But again, I don't know, but I mean, that's the thing, though. That's the thing, you know, too. I mean, even, you know, that stuff can kind of happen too. But because I noticed, like, that decade too, a lot of, like, the shows were kind of disappearing and all that. I mean, Paramount was still making shows for Nickelodeon and all that, but they were not as well known as they were, because they had, like, Harvey Beaks, which that show, I remember liking that show and all that. But, you know, you had the rise of the Teenage Ninja Turtles and all that. So clearly, you know, they did make original stuff, and they still do now. They're just not performing as well, you know. And I think advertising stuff would help. If they would advertise things more, then it would help. But, I don't know, I can't really say much really else about this. We're just gonna have to see, you know, what happens here and all that. And, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, you know, Paramount could become the new Disney. It could. Like, I mean, like, classic Disney, too. I'm gonna clarify that again. And yes, classic Disney, not modern Disney. And if that's the case, like, where they make good hits and all that, you know, that'll be nice. I mean, it doesn't have to be, you know, like, hit every single time, but if they actually can make a Renaissance era for Paramount, that would be nice. But I don't know exactly who all, you know, is part of Skydance. I just know, like, John Lasseter took a lot of people with him, even women, you know, despite them saying how uncomfortable they were, you know. You know, they basically took them all with him, so I mean, he took them all with him, I should say. He's like basically like a magnet, or, you know, and all that. He just attracts them all. He tracks everyone from Disney and just takes them all with him. But I mean, again, if you're not happy, like, with a company and working with them, and they don't want to work with you and all that, then why work with them at all? So, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I know Disney definitely is in deep trouble right now, and like I've said, I think the only reason why they have not filed bankruptcy is because of their parks. If they didn't have their parks, honestly, I think they'd be screwed. They'd be screwed. I mean, they basically would be screwed. I mean, heck, all it would take is a hurricane to come and freaking wipe out their Florida parks, and they'd pretty much be done for. I mean, they'd still have Disneyland, but they wouldn't have, you know, like, you know, their big park and all that. So yeah, Disney definitely needs to be straightening up, but I don't think they're going to straighten up at this point. I think they're just done for. Like, I've lost faith they're ever going to get better. I had faith in the past, but not anymore. Not anymore. I said Iger can go screw himself, and Kathleen Kennedy and all those other horrible people that are the higher ups at Disney. And respects to the people, of course, who actually care about animation over there and actually want to make good stuff. And sorry, you guys have to put up with censorship issues and all that. But yeah. Anywho, see you all later. Bye.